Welcome to TradeTheNBA.com. This is Sean's reports for the 14th of November. And pretty benign day the other day. Not really a whole lot happened. NBI Magenta is still remaining above the yellow and no real change from that standpoint. Shorts continuing to activate within the situation, but not really having much of an impact at this particular stage. And it's pretty clean from a DOC red that's still moving just straight across. So we're kind of see that in the shakeout as well, where it's just benign, still in the positive holiday session at this particular stage. There really isn't much moving at this particular point, and so the positivity stays in there. You can see from an NQ shorts down to 189 on that one. It's not really blocking anything. So this is literally just free reign for the bulls to do what they need to from a treasury standpoint, pretty much conglomerating. And this is that point where everyone's just waiting for some kind of data to present itself that will indicate that things are going to change in any material way. But as it is, just plugging along, so to speak. And even when we look at it from oil, it's down at the baseline from the original breakout move that took place when the whole Middle East conflict took place. Not a whole lot different from that standpoint. So it's easing things off. I mean, obviously, there's still an inflationary pressure built into it, but not really changing anything. The strength in the euros, because really isn't anything happening from a U.S. standpoint other than potential little bit of gridlock, which is good for the market. Congress can't do anything. It's always been a net positive. From a gold standpoint, just basically holding on after having filled positive extremes. So there's not really a lot of impetus to see anything from a crypto at this particular stage. A lot of consolidation, just building into what has already been a lead up of a lot of things. And now data is going to start to trickle through that will indicate whether or not the Fed is on the right course of doing nothing, which ultimately, when the Fed isn't doing anything, usually things go a little bit easier. And we're pushing the upside of that high. You would expect that to break out, because if it doesn't, that would be more problematic. But we had that spike of MBI white, and there was the potential for a more significant move, but really didn't penetrate at all. So bulls really have to continue the press uh, forward by creating new highs. And if that happens, then I think that things will be pretty much continuation of the bull run. When we look at it from an intraday standpoint, we had a little brief fade back, didn't last very long. As soon as the market opened, we were straight up, created a few positive extremes, and they got filled back clean. So there was nothing dramatic within that, and pretty much finished flat going across there. And you can see in the post market, we're in a slight uptick here from a European session. It's moving fairly decent at this particular stage. So we're sort of in that Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold, and it's just warm enough for people to venture a little bit, but no one's really making a strong push, so to speak, because it's already taken place at this particular stage, and it's just a matter of waiting for data to confirm that things are soft, but not in any way, shape, catastrophic in any way, or super exuberant, and that's good enough for that. What do you call it? That painful rise, sort of that uncertain. Have to jump in to keep up with the returns, and from that standpoint, that's relatively positive. I think we're still going to get a bunch of range moves in between. We're seeing that from an intraday, which is comfortable from a trading standpoint, but just sitting around from a intraday standpoint is just one of those where you're just going to have to wait as the readings continue to still press from a positive viewpoint. Not a whole lot to do from that other than just continue to follow the readings as we're seeing them. And once we know a little bit more of data as it relates to unemployment and things like that, which is difficult to read through, but we start to see any significant signs of a change, then I think that would be a momentum shift. But at this particular stage, we're not getting that. So just continue to go with what is, and what is so far still on the long side of things. As always, though, I will continue to update you if anything relevant happens, or should something material change from a more impact that would cause a significant move. But until that happens, we'll just follow what we've got. As always, though, trade well. Look for me on the Skype chat. If anything new is up there, I will certainly put it up on the charts. Have a good one.